What's up, guys? Harthic here, and we're playing some more Shadowrun Hong Kong. Last time, I went to a ritzy party and dealt with some people, some TV executives. It was a fun time. Now I'm gonna get some rest. You wake with a start. Once again, you're tangled in your sheets, drenched in sweat. Your throat feels like it's on fire. You can't remember what your dreams were about, not precisely. But again, you feel that yearning sensation, the emptiness in your gut and in your chest. Your head throbbing, you heave yourself out of bed. Does not sound like a fun rest at all. Okay, so what have we got to do? Track down a serial killer, plant some data, or fuck with some feng shui, or kidnap somebody. Okay. These all sound like fun, exciting things to do. But I think, we did a pretty low quality thing last time. Just fucking with some executives. Let's do a high risk situation. We're gonna go and where is it? Kidnap Rooster Low. So, like always, I need my decker. I need my security man. And we'll bring the shaman. A tangle of marine decorum, restless lights, and ambrosial scents mingle atop a floating quay to accent the Shangri-La, Aberdeen Harbor's premier dining location. With competitive views of the surrounding bay, the restaurant attracts a steady crowd of tourists and woozing personnel. The primary moneyman for the 289s, Chung Sing Rooster Low, is enjoying a rare meal outside of Triad-held territory. Intel says he's set up in one of the restaurant's private dining rooms, but he's not alone. Rooster keeps a personal bodyguard, a notorious orc called the Talon, in addition to his regular security detail. You've seen photos of the Talon's handiwork. Bodies so battered it's hard to tell where one bruise ends and the next begins. Your mission? Locate Rooster, extract him from the Shangri-La, and deliver him to your client alive. Simple, fast, low profile. Of course, even the simplest of runs can go sideways. This doesn't sound simple to me. And I didn't buy any healing items. Oops. That's okay. Just means I can't die. I'm sure I can pull that off, right? Yeah, this is gonna go badly. You have karma to improve your character skills. Open the karma screen? Sure. How much karma do I have? I've got 9. Okay. Could use that to increase. I can use cleave to strike multiple people. Or I could make myself stronger. Both good options. Let's go with cleave. Security guard. Stepping into the anterior hallway of the Shangri-La, you're confronted by a massive wall of troll, the restaurant's front door security. He speaks with surprising elocution. Welcome to the Shangri-La. We strive to provide our patrons with an exquisite dining experience. If you have any questions or require special accommodations, don't hesitate to speak with our staff. Small crowd. Where are all your diners? Most of our weekday business is confined to the private rooms upstairs. corporate affairs and such. He looks you up and down, frowns. Please keep in mind that any disturbances will be promptly de-escalated by our security. We reserve the right to bar service to unruly patrons. Thank you, and enjoy your meal. You say that, but I don't see any guards working. No. What security? I don't see any guards around. With a puff of his chest and a shake of his shoulders, the troll assumes a more aggressive posture. His face remains a mask of neutrality despite the obvious irritation in his voice. Wuzing prides itself on having world-class security personnel. You do well to remember that the best kind of security is often hidden from sight. Under her breath. Pretty hard not to see that guy. Okay, so there's a waitress. That crowd was truly amazing. I just wish I waited an hour to get it. Let's talk to the waitress. A waitress swamped with orders is caught unaware by your approach. Oh, well, welcome to the Shangri-La, sir. Our hostess will seat you as soon as she gets back. You're welcome to wait in the lounge. This will only take a second. Loud exhalation escapes through her nose, and her eyes dart toward the kitchen. She musters an empty smile and nods in false hospitality. Absolutely, sir. What is it you need? Looking for Mr. Lowe. Sorry, I'm not familiar with that name. I'll bet a hard-working waitress like you yourself is good with faces. You'd certainly remember this man. He travels with a big orc who's got a nasty scar on his cheek. She fiddles with her scratch pad and eyes the plenteous orders scrawled across his top page. After a moment of consideration, she speaks. I might know the orc. If he's who I'm thinking of, he only comes around a couple times a year. I've never served him, but I've heard he gets real pushy with the other waiters. Pushy, huh? Why's that? He's allergic to shellfish, I think. We get so many orders, sometimes mistakes are made. A hint of fear flashes across her face. Ah, I didn't just say that. I can assure you our services is second to none. She nervously peeks over her shoulder. Come on now, you must have heard where the orc and Mr. Lowe are eating, since you have to make sure allergy-related orders get to the right place. Sir, this is the Shangri-La. We have over 24 private dining rooms in addition to our main dining floor. As I've already said, I serve out here. Your friend could be in any of our other rooms. Now excuse me, I need to place these orders. Please enjoy your meal. With that, she wheels around and marches toward the kitchen. Okay. Wait for target. Chatty customers always killing my tips. Order computer, Henry. Oh, okay. Unlock the door. And chef. A heady aroma of spices and sweat bombards your senses. As the cooks move through the kitchen, scents churn in their wake. Some sharp, some sweet, some altogether unfamiliar, but all delicious. The chef barks an order to his assistant, searing fish, then whirls around, muttering fervently to himself. He stops short once he notices you standing in his kitchen. I told them I needed an extra server, not a hobo. Shoo! He gestures you toward the door and returns to tasting an array of sauces. Huh. Okay. Well then. Let's go talk to Henry here. A well-dressed man sits alone at the bar, elbows propped atop the counter. His face is hard, eyes blank. He swirls the contents of his half-empty glass as if in a stupor. Between the swollen eyes and whiskey double, it isn't hard to guess his mood. As you approach, he rubs his temples and graces you with a lazy sideways glance, mumbles under his breath. Yeah, not like I could dig myself any deeper. Rough day? He looks at you again through dull, bloodshot eyes, but his gaze drifts elsewhere before returning to his drink. Lost 2 contracts, missed a third, late for a meeting, and publicly shamed by my coworker. All during the 9 to 5. New record, far as I can tell. He takes a long pull from his glass exhales. At least I got that going for me. Your coworker sounds like an asshole. How'd you get shamed? Negligence. My coworker took 2 of my contracts while they were in renewal. I'd overlooked them for a day or 2. Damn. It was just a couple of days. He sighs and begins to sway. Whether it's all involuntary or to calm himself is uncertain, but his chair creaks loudly in protest. Anyway, he took my clients and made a fool of me. Been rubbing it in ever since. How'd you lose your contracts? Wish I knew. One of them was almost a done deal, but for some reason the clients suddenly changed their tune, and the contract slipped away before I could officially close it. The other 2 contracts were for ongoing clients, people I'd worked with for years, but I somehow forgot about their annual renewal date, and a more diligent coworker picked them up. I got no credit for the long-term partnership with those clients. If anything, I now look worse for losing them, even though I brought them into woozing in the first place. He leans back and lets out a weary groan. His breath reeks of alcohol. Sounds like too many coincidences to me. Think someone's working against you? You kidding me? Everyone's at each other's throat in this business. He downs the rest of his drink, signals to the bartender. In a single movement, the bartender leans over and refills the glass. Fair, but is there someone who would have benefited most from what's happening to you? He considers this. The newcomer, David. Henry nods his head toward a group at the end of the bar, an elf at its center. Him. He came out of nowhere and has become a rock star with upper management. He's been making connections and deals like a woozing veteran. Like me. He's definitely up to no good. You're telling me you want to know what I think? He leans towards you, glassy eyes looking through you to who knows where. The scent of booze wafts off him. I think he's got family connections, people in high places, and he's been using them to his advantage. He backs off and shrugs, rocking precariously on his chair. I don't know. It's just a thought. Might be onto something. Henry grunts and stares into his glass. No. Just wishful thinking. Well, I'm gonna find out. Hi, David. David is all smiles. He's just finished a joke to the uproarious laughter of his party. Hello, friend. Trying to get in on this joviality? You're welcome to join us for the next round. His words bleed into each other. This isn't his first drink. What are we celebrating? My recent success is. Through some hard work and a little businessly persuasion, he winks at you knowingly, I sealed 2 contracts and a 3rd is on its way. 20 million, sure. Hey, congratulations. Next round's on me. David beams. Here's a real friend. Come, let's drink. He slams back a shot and hoots with satisfaction. Much appreciated. Thank you, my good man. So, from one friend to another, how did you bag all those contracts in one day? A fresh flush fills David's cheeks. He wobbles on the spot and grins at you. Wasn't too hard, truth be told. Someone did most of the work for me. You see that poor sot down there? He gestures to Henry. We just upgraded our security at work. A few nights ago, that fool left behind a note containing his new password. I wrote it down and had some fun. Sent nasty messages to his clients, removed a couple appointments from his schedule. David tosses his hands into the air, spilling his drink. And boom! I'm Employee of the Month. All I had to do was some damage control. But that man's clients? They're now mine. Nicely done. Very clever, my friend. His cocky smile stretches across his all-too-proud face. I thought so, too. Thanks again for the drink, friend. You have yourself a good night. Hey, Harthic. These guys are right on the edge. Both blasted, one pissed off, the other, well, an asshole. One word and these guys will be throwing down. If that happens loud enough, security is bound to respond. Just a thought. Okay. So we set them off on each other, and that'll let me get to the client. Let's see if I can find a way to get, like, poison hit the guy's drink, or poison his food. A guard steps forward and raises his hand. Sorry, sir, this area is off limits. Why is that? This is Wuzing employee patio, reserved for Wuzing customers and their guests. General public's not admitted. Why don't you head back to your table? There's ample seating in the main dining room. What if I ask nicely? Will you let me through then? A corner of the guard's mouth cracks into a weak smile. Sorry, but not even the mighty please and thank you will help you here. Yeah, I figured as much. Okay. I need to get a waiter uniform. Somehow. I think. Huh. Let's try again. See if I get thrown out of the kitchen again. Oh, I guess the other computer's on the other side. Open program, tracking food orders in their respective tables flicker steadily on the computer screen. AccuServe from Renraku, Shangri-La guest list. Server's notes. Inside the file is a series of notes on guests and the restaurant's operations. You scroll through today's notes. Several servers have written about their concerns regarding today's lack of security, and a couple are frustrated with the curious guests wandering up to the second floors and private dining rooms. Everything else is useless. Notice nothing but your typical wage slave directives in here. There are a few mentions of curtailing recreational activities in storage rooms and on the outer decks. One can only infer the meaning of said activities. Farther down, a note in red explicitly warns that the special guest on floor 2 should be served by approved waitstaff only, and if the guest's orders are botched again, there will be significant and widespread consequences for all servers involved. Check orders. The list contains dozens of orders. Only a handful are for the upper floor's private dining rooms. One note on the second floor stands out. Private room. Standard seafood buffet. White sailor. Shangri-La. One separate turn. No prawns. Avoid cross contamination with shellfish. Diner is allergic. So, menu pops up. Place orders. Following the menu is the dining room chart. Broken down into server zones. Large comp button in the upper right hand has a lock icon over it. Seems people are being too liberal with free drinks. Fortunately, it looks like you need a service code to place an order. Huh. Let's talk to the chef. Maybe he does something useful. So. The chef peers at you over a mountain of oysters. No guests in the kitchen. Out! Sorry to intrude, but I need to speak to the head chef. Grabs a towel off nearby rack, wipes his hands, grab one yourself. I'm head chef. I have little time to cook my food and even less for conversation. This will only take a minute. Just make it quick. You've got 60 seconds before I have to put these prawns out of the boiler. I'm told one of tonight's guests has a shellfish allergy, a less than mild-mannered orc. Sound familiar? It's a polite way to put it. Gave 2 of my cooks broken ribs and a matching set of black eyes last time he stormed my kitchen. He goes his hand. Yes, I know that orc. Got a shellfish allergy he's overly keen on hounding us about, as though this wasn't the top seafood restaurant in the 6th world. Mistakes happen. Sometimes you reach for a mushroom, accidentally grab an oyster. Maybe such an accident happens to our orc friend. Know what I'm saying? What? He balks at your suggestion. After a moment's recovery, he looks straight at you, nostrils flared. You can't possibly be saying what I think you are. You want me to poison a diner? You're deranged. I'm calling security. I just need your hand to slip. Add an extra ingredient or 2. The chef nervously wrings his towel between his hands, stares at the sumptuous plates of food waiting to be eaten. A glance over his shoulders, a shake of his head. And he smiles, a small, wry thing. You know, he never appreciated our cuisine, our art. I think a special thanks is in order. See yourself out, won't you? Okay. Now that that's over with, let's talk to Henry here. Henry gazes into the tall drink in front of him. You came back. Listen, that David prick you mentioned, turns out he broke into your work terminal and sent your client some nasty messages in your name. Then he swooped in and stole them. A spark of sobriety washes over Henry. The dullness in his eyes drains away, and he sits up, alarmed. That explains why no one would return my messages. With a grunt, he smashes his fist onto the counter. He turns towards David and mutters through clenched teeth. He wants to play dirty? I can handle it. I can handle him. He jumps up and marches toward David. Oh, this ought to be good. Henry and David stand inches from one another, both men wearing the fiercest expressions they can muster. Their hatred is almost palpable. How their confrontation will play out is unclear, but one thing is certain. You have a great seat. Henry stabs a finger into David's chest and speaks in a low hiss. You stole my business, and I know it. You might have picked this fight, but I'm going to win it. Fair and fucking square. Show you how those with integrity operate, you cheat. David's mouth eases into a contented smirk. You want to lose face twice in one day? I'm happy to oblige, but not in here. I'll be damned if the Shangri-La bans me for thrashing a worthless crap stain like you on their property. Let's finish this outside. Now. Fine. But I don't think this will give you any sort of advantage. It only means I won't have to hold back. Let's go. Aw, outside. Oh, okay. So now there's a diversion outside. It's probably gonna distract the security, because they gotta go deal with the two drunk assholes fighting outside. I guess that's all I'm gonna do. Alright, wait for my target. See what happens. The gnarled bar stool offers little in the way of comfort. A quick look around reveals the disparity between the restaurant proper and the bar, the latter of which appears neglected in comparison to the pristine dining room. Old, dried drink rings dapple the counter's uneven surface, and angry scratches run down its length. But you've got time to kill before Rooster arrives, and this is as good a spot as any to wait. I'll grab a drink and wait. The minutes tick away as you mull over a cold one. Rooster should be here any time now. Oh, what was that? Second floor server. An alarmed waiter in a tousled uniform stumbles into the kitchen. Chef, we have a problem. A big problem. Cut the drama, Cork Mage. We're working here. We've got a fight out front in a sick diner, and you're still in here glazing dumplings? Our second floor guest is pissed. His head of security spewing up prawns and looking for someone to blame. Better brace yourselves for a mouthful of fists. Oh. Oh, shit. A howl and several thumps catch the cooking staff's attention. Apprehensive glances are tossed around the kitchen, their fear abruptly confirmed as a huge orc bursts into the room. The jagged scar of the orc's cheek matches your client's description of the Talon. Or it would if the Talon's face weren't a lumpy, swollen, seeping mess. The Talon's face flushes in anger, or perhaps as a side effect of his allergy, and he raises a knobby finger to the room. What is wrong with this place? His swollen lips spit more saliva than sounds. Excuse me, sir, you're holding the kitchen up. If you have any questions or concerns, speak to our host up front. He rounds on the chef, shoulders raised in disbelief. I've got a concern, all right. A concern regarding this shithouse you call a restaurant. His voice booms. This is the third time you slophabs have fucked up my order. If I'm regularly forced to choke down your garbage, I expect at the least some substitutions to be followed. No shellfish. Get it right, or next time someone's going to end up a whole lot worse than maimed. Duncan turns to you, eyebrows raised. And you call me short-fused. Maybe now you'll think twice before ragging on me when things heat up. Oh, no, I'll never stop ragging on you, Duncan. Hey, if the Talon's down here, that means he's left the upstairs room unguarded. You're right, let's go while he's distracted. Time to go take a visit upstairs. Oh, well, there's a couple of locked rooms. This game's saved, that's cool. And there's an open room. What's in here? Inside the private dining room, you're immediately greeted by the piercing stare of two massive dragon statues. The flickering lights are just bright enough to illuminate their bronze bodies, the effect an eerie illusion of slithering scales. Across the room stands your target, Chung Sing Rooster Lo, hands trembling at his sides. A single anxious guard stands near the door. Something has them on edge. The talon is missing. Sweat drips down Rooster's gaunt face. His eyes dart back and forth across the room, trying to size you up, assess the situation. Without support, he appears nothing more than a trapped rooster who, without his talons, is defenseless. In an effort to invoke a sense of authority, he raises his voice. Who are you? What do you want? If you'll please come with me, we can make this easy. And don't try to argue. You're in poor position with the talon missing. His anger flares. How dare you speak to me as if I were a child? Zhao! Where is the talon? Where's the rest of my security? A second passes while his eyes scour the room, looking for someone, anyone, to come to his aid. Never you mind. Just get this street tramp out of here. Yes, sir. You don't want to do that. It's my job to scrag thugs like you. You really want to fight me? Not exactly, no. The Triad thug bolts for the door. That's what I thought. Get out of here, scrub. No, wait! Spare my life, I beg you, please! Drops of spit spatter from his mouth, his desperation obvious. Stop that. I'm here to take you alive. Don't make me change my mind. Listen, Seattle, we may have Rooster, but these stiffs were probably just a handful of his guards. He could have more downstairs. We can't leave the same way we came in. If we're gonna get out of here in one piece, we need to find a new exit route. Fast. And I'm betting this chicken guy knows one. I'll bet you're right. Let's ask. Rooster's teeth are clattering inside his head. His frame shakes uncontrollably. The realization that he's at your mercy, with no one left to defend him, is settling in. Tell me where the back door is, and I'll let you keep your teeth. Rooster stammers incoherently for a moment, but his words soon catch up with him. It's just outside this room, to the right, but it's locked. Doesn't matter. I'm guessing you know a way to open it. He blinks, confused, his shocked mind slowly processing your implication. Yes, I do. He reaches into his coat pocket and withdraws a small key. I'll take that. Alright, Rooster. You're coming with us. Whether you like it or not. Gotta protect him from all harm. It should be simple enough. Your comm lead clicks, a burst of static, then the sound clears to reveal a soft voice. Harthic, is this your channel? Who's asking? Name's Pylon. I'm your getaway driver. We have details to discuss, but let's keep it brief. Time's ticking. Another burst of static and Pylon continues. I'm at the loading dock across the bridge from the restaurant's main entrance. Big old schooner, can't miss me. But neither will the HKPF, who've I've just learned are on their way in response to a security call. Well, shit. I'm on my way. One last thing. I may be the driver. This thing ain't my rig. Door's locked and I don't know the code. You may have to break in. Good luck and get moving. Click, and your comm link fills with static. Pylon is gone. Okay. So we're probably gonna have to deal with the HKPF. A pair of Triad gangsters block your path. Men, help me! The words start pouring out of Rooster's mouth so quickly that they blur together. You freed me, get me away from here, and I guarantee you'll be rewarded. Union, favors, power, whatever you want. Two guards exchange a look, then turn back to Rooster, smiling. Actually, we're liking the position we're in now. You begging at our feet? The idea that maybe, once you're gone, we can move up the chain? You know, Rocker here has been plenty qualified to take your seat. In fact, we might as well make sure you don't make it out of here alive. Rooster looks up at them, irate. His fury fizzles upon spotting the thug's various and ample gutlery. No! Why, I can make you rich! Easy there. Let's not make this a scene. We go our way, you go yours. The gangster looks you over. No ink, no suits. You one of them runners? Shit, a runner? Don't let him take off with Rooster. He reaches for his weapon. Get him! You fuckers. Alright. You are gonna stay in the back. Harthic. Gonna go stab a bitch. Wham wham. Okay. Who we got? Isabel. Isabel, get up here. Shoot this person. Fuck it. Duncan, get up here. And aim shot this person. Very nice. Gobbit. Get down here and you shoot this person. Ow. Harthic. Go stab this triad thug. He's bleeding, so... Thrust. Very nice. Isabel. Kill him. Duncan. Kill him. Nice, simple to the point. Alright. Gotta get in here. How do we open the door? Before you looms a formidable cast iron door. It's locked. Your means of escape just behind it. You notice a keypad mounted on the wall, but you have no key code. A quick scan reveals a potential weak spot in the door's hinges. You have a feeling you can get through, but it's going to take a while. Pry the damn thing open. Oh. Talon bursts out of the Shangri-La, nearly tearing the doors from their hinges. Despite the fleshy lumps that have transformed his face into an unreadable, swollen mess, his rage is clear. At the sight of the Talon, you see Rooster's body relax. His voice cracks. Talon! I'm over here! I've got weapons trained on me! Can't move! Save me! And we'll get out of here! Take this incident straight to the top! They'll herald our survival! Reward us! Through leaking eyes, the Talon homes in on Rooster. You little shit, dragging me to this restaurant over and over, making me eat filth or watch you stuff your goddamn face full of it, and now here you are, turned traitor and blink. Rooster is trembling with fear or anger or both. He raises a shaky finger and points it at the Talon. You can't speak to me that way. You're beneath me. I'm still a red pole, and when the Triad comes for me, I'll see you flayed for those words. Huh. The laugh punches the air. Talon's lip curve into a clumsy smile, eyes gleaming. You won't get shit from the 289s. In fact, if your new allies don't gut you, the Triad will. Make sure you don't go squawking to anybody about high-level plans or secrets or whatever. A flea like you won't last the night. Rooster's fake bravado melts away. Eyes wide, he looks desperately around him, trapped like a mouse in a snake's coil. Enemies on each side. His voice is small, pleading. Talon! Johnny! Please! Please help me! It wasn't all bad, right? We had some good runs. You remember? Panic shakes him. I had no choice, Johnny. I was forced to surrender. But if you help me, get me out of here, I can see to it that you're rewarded, even promoted. How would you like that? Without hesitation, the Talon takes a step forward and spits on the ground. To hell with you, you spineless pusher. I'll bet you didn't even put up a fight. Just rolled over and played the captive. Coward. I'm going to enjoy planting a bullet in your soft, worthless skull. He readies his weapon. Holy fuck, that's a shotgun. Great. A sniper, pistol, and a shotgun. And another gun. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ, how many goddamn people are there? And Harthic's busy. You. Need to get behind the best cover you can find. Okay. Isabel. Oh, fucking. Alright. Duncan. Who are you gonna shoot? Shoot shotgun out here. And Gobbet. Fuck me. Alright. Yeah. Get behind here. Oh, damn it. Give Isabel aim. Ow. Ha, you missed, bitch. This is gonna be an annoying combat. Let's hope I don't fuck it up too bad. Ow! What the fuck? Grenade these bitches! Gobbet, summon the spirit. Okay. Is there a ranged attack? Okay. Beat the shit out of this guy. You! Just fucking run. What are you? Oh, you missed. What the hell? The spirit's there for you to target, assholes. There we go. Well, you missed everything, so there's that. Grenade launcher. Fucking hell. Thank you. Okay. Full auto on Mr. Jackass right in front of you. Gobbet. He has one. So heal for. Yeah, heal as well. Spirit! Finish this fucker off. Thank you. Come on, your aim is shit. You're gonna stay back here where you can't get hurt. Ow! Fucking hell. God damn it, people. Yeah, you need a fucking good ass med kit. Gobbet. Over here. Shoot this guy. Thank you. Okay, kill this person. Thank you. Thank you. You're gonna keep hiding. Oh, Harthic opened the door. Oh, you fuckers. Oh, you fuckers. Harthic, welcome back. Stop, bitches. Fuck you. Yeah, they're not all fucking lined up for you anymore. Duncan, full auto. Thank you. Grab it. Aim burst. There we go. Hit it one more time. Thank you. You keep hiding. This fucker's all that's left. Harthic, stab the fuck out of him. Thank you. Fucking hell. Bastards. Hey, jackpot! Jackpoint over here? Oh. Yeah, I don't care. Let's escape. The boat sways languidly atop the water. Insulated walls stifle outside noises, as if the chaos just beyond the door belonged to another world. Its interior is cramped, made smaller by maritime equipment protruding from the walls. The scent of sea and moldering wood dominates your senses, ripened from years of perfunctory cleaning. Finally, a safe place to rest. Rooster flinches at your approach. When he speaks, he tries to sound confident, but his voice cracks. The 289s are gonna jam you up for this. Doubt it. With you out of the way, someone's probably nabbed your job by now. You heard the man. If you know what's good for you, you'll clap your trap, chicken man. She grunts in frustration. Can this schooner go any slower? I want to get paid already. There's a cinnamon bun stall in Kai Tak with my name on it. Hang in there. That wasn't as smooth as I was hoping, but it was about what I expected. The boat heaves and pitches over the bay as your driver plows through the choppy waves to the drop-off point, leaving the Shangri-La restaurant far behind. Inside, restlessness fills the cabin. You finished the job. The extraction was a success, and now your client awaits his prize, the Triad Red Pole Rooster. It wasn't easy. It should have been. It would have been if that damned Talon hadn't mangled your plans with his visceral determination. But even a streets-forged orc like the Talon could be stricken down. With the Talon dead, your escape from the restaurant to the getaway boat was made smoother. Well, as smooth as wading through a small army of triads and skirting the HKPF dragnet can be. Luckily, Rooster got through the pursuit unharmed, and with the Talon now permanently out of commission, you might earn a few extra million from your client. All in all, a good run. I'll take it. I'll take it. Oh, your calmly chirps. It's kindly Chang. Harthic here. Come to the Mahjong parlor at once, Harthic. I have something I want to show you. Your crew is already here. What is it? Something I can't show you over the comm. Her voice gets testy. Now hang up and get over here. Well, that sounds fun. Okay then. I think I'm gonna stop here, outside the door, because, quite frankly, that was a long mission, and we can see what she wants next time. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like it, subscribe, comment below, tell me how much I suck at this game, or if I need to change anything, whatever. You can follow me on Twitter at Harthic7790, or my Tumblr page, harthic.tumblr.com, or my Facebook page, facebook.com/Harthic7790. Till next time, guys, This is Harthic. See you later.